You're joking, right?
Well, I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to be optimistic about that.
Well, I guess you're too young to be a little pessimistic like me. The fucking things I see out there, people are stupid.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
So I have 2 of my 3 boys here, which is great. Bryce, say hello.
How we doing?
You got to talk into the mic,
Yeah.
Bryce.
How we doing?
We're good.
Sucking my Werther's.
Sucking your... There's a penis joke to be made there.
I also feel horrible from all that cake.
Yeah, I really don't feel well.
Really don't feel well.
We
I'm
gained
very
all the weight back.
Like, I
off,
really...
yeah,
and
it
my
was terrible.
stomach's all bloated. I get it, like, where my stomach literally... You know those little black kids in, like, the...
Where you going?
Africa.
Like when you're watching like
yeah.
Save Darfur videos, and it's like their bellies are distended. That's how my stomach gets when I have one slice of bread. So I'm truly living that lifestyle that they are.
Well, you also
I have just as hard of a life as the kids in Darfur.
What's Siddharfur?
Darfur, remember there was that whole campaign when I was like 10. Save Darfur, save Darfur.
Coney 2012?
Yeah, it was even bigger than that. Coney 2012, that was crazy.
Yeah.
And then the guy was arrested for peeing in
Jumped
public.
on a car naked.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
He was peeing in public in New York.
Dude,
But yeah, I feel like we
He was
gained
running
weight.
around L.A. butt naked.
What do we do to lose the weight now?
Work out.
Work
eat
out.
healthy.
Fuck. That's my only meal today since yesterday.
You're fine.
All right.
That's
And
also not good.
Our
for you.
dinner wasn't that big too. We had a steak
And
and 7
Rice.
spoonfuls of rice. Yeah.
yeah, it's a problem. And one of those Hawaiian bread rolls. Fuck.
I didn't have one of the rolls, so I'm good on
I
that.
didn't
You had a lot more rice.
A lot more rice. Yeah.
you did.
Yeah, but you ate half the cake.
You
No,
literally
I had the side of the cake. I didn't have the...
You ate all
Dad,
sides.
you ate the
Also, there's no
entire-
sides. It's a circle.
you ate the entire outside of the cake.
All right, let's move on.
Siddhartha. What's it?
Well, there's Siddhartha, which is a name.
And that stupid book we had to read in high school.
And it's always
Siddhartha.
Melissa Etheridge singing
did.
the song at the
No,
beginning.
not Melissa Etheridge. It's Sarah McLachlan.
That's right.
I will remember you.
For
What was the
99
dog
cents-
commercial?
For
That's
99
ASPCA.
For 99 cents for 40 years. You could save a life.
Those commercials get you, though. I'd low-key, not even low-key, I'd rather spend money on that than like
Than
human
a
stuff.
martini.
Than human stuff.
It's one like
I've
one.
never gotten a martini in my life.
No, it's one old fashioned a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's like when dogs die in a movie, way more impactful than when a human dies in a movie.
Right.
Rip
Mom
Sam.
can watch people being murdered,
Yeah.
but she can't watch Animal Planet with a lion hunting down a zebra.
Yeah, but that's real.
I can watch
That's
that. correct.
real. Like someone being murdered in a show is obviously fake. But the animal shit, yeah.
I wonder how Mom would do if you guys went to Africa with that kind of stuff. Because you do
you?
see,
You
dude.
see
I saw
hunts.
a chase, and then you also will pull up on like hyenas eating a dead carcass.
This is what she would do. Ooh, I don't like that. Ooh.
No, but you're there
That's
for
exactly
you're
what she
there
would
for
do.
45 minutes looking at it.
All
She
right.
would scroll Instagram.
You get used to it. She would scroll.
That's like she does that anyways.
I don't know that.
I'd bring her halfway around the world to scroll fucking Instagram.
There'd be no fucking Wi-Fi.
She'd get a sat phone and then she'd be sick as hell. Of
course she
We
will.
were saying if you carry a sat phone, you're instantly cool.
So how do we get a sat phone?
Who are you calling on the sat phone? You have to call other sat phones.
Just have one.
No, but you have to wear like cool cargo pants, and then like you whip it out and you flip the little
You
thing.
flip the antenna up
Yeah,
and you're like, get me Danvers.
Danvers.
That's a military name, I feel like.
Siddhartha. I do not feel well.
No, I'm nauseous as fuck.
My stomach hurts so bad.
I'm sorry to hear that, Bryce. I really am.
Thanks.
I don't know what to do about it.
Sit
I
up
don't know
straight.
what
Yeah, why were you so slouched?
Is that better?
Yeah, no, I'm looking out for you.
I'm not taking any offense to it.
Okay.
All right. So what else going on?
Nothing.
All right. Wraps that up.
Press it.
Oh, Brycey, take it off.
Don't you guys get annoyed by that?
Well, don't even get that started.
What?
That's
Annoyed by what?
Dad hates when I do that.
No. The intro song.
Yeah,
No.
Dad hates when I. Oh, you're saying in general?
Doesn't the intro song piss you off?
Not at
No.
all.
No.
Really? It's like when I watch a TV show, the intro to the TV show, I have to skip it. Watching it is like annoying to me.
No, but that doesn't bother me because it's about us.
It's our intro, and it's like that's always
That's
how
like it's my voice.
Yeah,
That's
I
always
love
my
hearing my
It's
nasal
my favorite
voice.
thing to hear.
Yeah, what?
that's just how the show starts. So I don't even think about it. It's just
Me
like
neither.
that's,
It's just the intro.
that's what I hear in the show. My girlfriend will literally make me. She watches the intro,
You have a girlfriend?
the full intro every time. Thanks.
She watches it. Good
Every
for her.
time.
I'm proud of her.
And she watches it. And if I skip it, she gets upset.
Oh no!
She's
no,
like, why'd you
Daddy,
skip
he's
it?
Talking about of TV shows, not
Yeah.
the podcast.
Oh, yeah, no.
I thought the podcast.
Oh no! Every time we watch a TV show,
No, I skip it every
We'll be
time.
40 episodes into a show,
Why
and
does she
she
want to do
still
that?
wants
Why?
to watch
Why?
the intro. I don't
Did
know.
you ask her why?
Yeah, she doesn't really have an answer. She says,
we
"I
qu-
likes it."
should we-
I likes it. She said,
I like it, silly wabbit.
"She said I like it," and I'm like, "Okay."
I think we should call her and ask her why.
No, I don't
Oh,
think
she'll
she'd
get
want us to
mad at
call her.
you.
She won't get mad at all. But
I think that's a good thing.
I think she's actually at a bat mitzvah right now, so I don't think she
Bar
can.
mitzvah.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you got going on, Ronnie? Anything new? I
Yeah.
am really upset about that artificial intelligence thing.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
was
gonna
showing
lie.
down on the last episode.
Upset?
The Patreon episode.
I don't know. If
Yeah,
upset's
I'm
the right word.
extremely upset over it
Why are you
Yeah,
upset?
because it's the end of
there's
the
a
world.
lot of problems.
Sit in line with us, please.
Who, me?
Bryce.
There's nothing. I'm going to say this. You can make an argument, a positive argument for social media and the internet, and a negative argument. You could do that. There's no positive argument for this artificial intelligence.
Well, that's not true at all.
Yes, it is.
There's definitely positive arguments.
Show me.
Or tell me.
Anything you want, you can just create right
I
there.
know, but why is that a good thing?
Because when
That
I need
you should
something,
be able to create anything you want. Why is that good?
Because when I need something, I need this, and I can do it right there. That's a positive thing.
I don't know if
There's
that is,
negative.
though.
There's negative aspects.
Because
to
think
it.
about like
Create what?
anything you want. I mean,
Right. I get it, but why is that a positive?
Hey, create a lease. Draft this lease for me in
All right, I'm
12
talking about,
seconds.
I'm talking about the different. Talking
So
about
we
the visual.
on the last Patreon episode, we talked about Sona, which is the OpenAI's new AI that creates videos. And so we walked through all the videos. So if you want to watch them, go on there. And if you want to see our reactions, go to that. But I agree with that. I think it's incredible, but I don't think that it should be around at all. But it's too late.
It's unbelievable how brilliant it is, right? And the technology. Nothing positive.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, but that's what the horse trainer said when Henry Ford created
Right.
the car.
I made the
You
car
know?
analogy too. Yeah.
Don't know if I agree with you on that.
It's just a paradigm shift.
No. We're talking about.
But it's the biggest one in history.
we're talking about something different. There's a thing like when you're an innovator, like for example, what's so funny?
I don't know why that was funny. Innovator.
Yeah.
But
Like if
it's
you're Elon Musk
stupid.
and you get people going to Mars or electric vehicles, there's pros and cons to it, but that's a life changer as being like some sort of an innovator, right?
But that doesn't mean it's a paradigm shift.
No, but when you are
This is
when you're
the
doing this,
biggest paradigm shift
this
in the
is
world.
all negative. The negative component of it is so bad. It's going to create so many problems, so much fraud. Okay, when you had the issue of electronic banking and things like that going on, there's a lot of negative with it, but there's also positives. I don't see a single positive thing related to this kind of video, what they could do, and the fakeness behind it, and the lack of credibility and authenticity of it. I don't know.
Name
tell
a bigger
me.
paradigm shift, Bryce.
When you say paradigm shift, what do you mean? What?
So a
The
paradigm
world
shift-
changing.
Like the world changes forever because of it.
Right,
So
like we live in a new world. Like when cars came around, the world is forever different always because of cars and in a drastic way. The
Same
internet
with
was
same
definitely
with airplanes.
Airplanes was a paradigm shift.
No, but there's-
electricity
but
was a
even-
paradigm shift.
I wouldn't even say
religion
airplanes.
was a paradigm shift. There are things that change the
So
course of history forever.
in religion, when who was the first? Martin Luther went against the Catholic Church or whatever. That's known as like a massive paradigm shift because it was the first.
It's democratized religion.
Correct. I think that at least right now we won't know for 100 years how big of a paradigm shift this is. At least for right
we're
now.
going to know within a 5-year period.
Bryce,
I think.
the thing with this is forever, all humans, since the beginning of time, it was, we knew at the end of the day, I can believe what I see. And now you cannot. You truly cannot believe what you see
and
at
the
all.
fraud,
No,
fraud
you
is going to
can.
happen.
It just
Has
it's
to be with your
easier-
own eyes.
No. It's just easier to make now.
No, Bryce.
no,
I could
Bryce.
always make a video of Obama going
No, you
and
could not.
killing people.
No, you couldn't.
Yes, you would just have to spend so much time getting the details right and everything. You could.
No,
it's just as much easier.
Okay,
to
so
do
sure. So
now.
now everyone can do it. So now it'll be everywhere. So nothing will be.
It's the credibility factor is you might like you say, okay, if you were hire a production company to do it, it's different, and you can still authenticate it. You know how hard it's going to be to authenticate this?
Right. It's like you would watch King Kong and you knew it wasn't real because it was
King Kong.
King Kong. But now that all that exists and anyone can do it, and we're going to be flooded with fake videos.
But it's
If there's a
also
real
like-
King Kong that comes,
legal stuff.
let's say a
that's
real
major
King Kong
problem.
comes, we're going to be like, that's not real.
But it's
I don't
also
see it
like
with my own
online
eyes.
banking or other things that have happened in the law world.
But there's positives to it. There's no positive.
There are
to
still
this.
positives to this.
There's no
But
positive to this.
let's say I'm a local businessman and I'm starting a business and I need it to create a website. I need videos on my website.
No, but we're talking
and
about
I need
I'm not talking
writing
about
on my
ChatGPT.
website.
I'm talking about Sona, the
We're
video
talking
one only.
Okay, so I want to start a graphics company that can come up with all these things. I have no experience, but someone just yell.
Mom.
But I'm a good businessman, and that's what I create. And it helps me create these videos that I can then sell and start a business.
That's not good.
There's clearly, everyone's excited about this.
Oh, because everyone's also terrified.
They're also excited about the social media. And
But there's a million positives of social media.
But they'll all tell you
there's still downsides, though. You know,
I think it's gonna be great.
So how about the cons far outweigh the pros?
Sure, that exists, but there's clear benefits of this.
Sure, there are pros, but the cons
Also,
far outweigh.
a benefit
any
is me
benefits.
going, holy shit, that's sick, is a benefit. Entertainment.
No.
What's the benefit of watching Avengers?
No, but
What's the benefit of Avengers?
what's the benefit of the people making Avengers? You mean
Money.
Because that's what we're talking about.
Money. That's it.
Yeah.
The reason they make Avengers is money and entertainment.
Well,
This is really only going to exist to create business and
No,
to
it
entertain.
doesn't. This doesn't make any money. This takes away money from everyone.
People will license it and make money off.
how do you license? Because I can copy it.
What do you mean? This takes money away
change
from
it.
everyone.
How can you license?
there's
It
gonna
doesn't even keep money in the hands of OpenAI because eventually someone else will make it
They already
too.
made it. But there's
Right.
gonna be laws that develop from all this.
Talking to the thing.
There's gonna be laws that
Yeah,
develop.
but the laws are too late. We don't even have laws that are regulating Facebook, and Facebook is 20 years old. They're literally still holding.
The government
hold
was
on.
so slow.
They're still literally holding hearings with Mark Zuckerberg to try to regulate Facebook because they don't even understand it. Facebook came out in 2002. This stuff is going to change every day. How are they going to regulate it? They can't. It is impossible.
There's
it's impossible
people
to
a
regulate.
lot smarter than us that do that. In IP
What are they
law,
reg-
IP law.
They're not regulating anything.
This
It
falls
moves
under
very
IP law.
slow, Bryce. Even like the
course.
SEC laws, they always get it 3-4 years later. You know, and it's a problem.
I'm not saying there's not going to be issues.
Whoa, that was scary.
I'm not saying there's not going to be issues. I'm sure there's tons of issues. And who knows what's real, what's fake, what can be doctored up.
The
And
bottom line is, Bryce. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
all I'm saying is it is scary, but also it's so like old school of us to be like, it's so bad. There's only
No,
bad
this one's
things.
different, Bryce. This one's different.
Why?
Because truth does not exist anymore.
Right, you can't-
From this day on, truth does not exist anymore. Because here's the thing.
Sound like the liberals when Trump started.
Dude, because
running for
once
president.
this thing is out, right? Like, which it already is. This is the worst it's ever going to be, right? So it'll only keep getting better and better. This is truly the worst it'll ever be. Once there are videos where all three of us now know this technology exists. So I truly cannot believe anything I see with my eyes. But I can't believe anything that I don't see with my eyes directly in real life. Anything watched on the news, anything on the internet, right? A year ago, we'd be like, I wonder, is that picture AI?
Right.
Kind of
Right.
look. Now we'll think about that
We'll
for
never know.
every single thing. So that means truth does not exist. Because if the government comes out and says, there are real aliens, here's the video, this
What?
is aliens, we'll be like, nah, not real. Even if it's real. So it's like there's no such thing as real anymore. Seeing is not believing.
You know-
and that's how we've lived for our entire lives. That's how our brains are wired.
Last night when we had dinner with a couple of friends, I was talking about this and saying, like, for example, you could in 2 generations from now when I'm dead, Brycey, right?
Mm-hmm.
There will be 400 or 500.
No, the sound's not good when you're
Okay,
sucking on that.
400 or 500
said.
hours of podcasts. So
Yeah. But we talked about all this in the Patreon.
you're right, but
Like
it's
we all
scary.
had this whole conversation.
But to
already.
relive it, like you could have. So I will never die.
You can create You can
So
create
you could-
immortality.
It's,
Yeah.
I could put in 100 years.
We talked about
in
this.
50 years. I can put in make me a video, or like I want advice from Jonathan Bloom
My
at age
dad,
50
right.
about if I should buy this home or this home, and I'll upload the data, and it will give me a video fully of
There
that.
you
It'll
go.
be fully believable.
There you go. You just answered your.
No, that's not a
I
good
think
thing,
that's
Bryce.
negative. I think
Really?
that's a
Oh,
ne-
show me a video of my dad sitting across from me, and let me have a
I know, but
conversation
Bryce,
with him.
death. There's some.
I know,
We
stop.
evolved
Right,
for death.
right.
We didn't evolve to
It's
live as
part of
immortal
life.
beings.
Correct. I don't agree
That's
with that.
not immortal.
It is.
By the way, the idea of you has always been immortal. It's just if you're important enough or not. People will always remember you.
No, but that's not what I'm
Jesus
talking-
Christ
No,
is
you-
immortal.
but you
But
understand
if
what
you
we're
can,
saying,
if I can
interact.
upload all of Dad's intricacies to an AI and then it can give me Dad, it'll be exactly what he would act. Everything it knows.
Just not physical.
right. It's like that.
And that's the next step.
There's no difference between that and me calling dad on the phone. There's no difference.
That's right.
There's no difference. That's not an idea. That's dad now isn't dead anymore. His physical body's dead, but he still exists. I can talk to him. I can ask him questions. But there's something final about death.
It's not. It's not.
No, it
bad.
is,
It's
but
a
it is.
computer.
I think it's sad to do that.
Sure.
I see that
What is
could
the
be
brain if not a computer that reacts to things as inputs?
There is
Sure,
a
but it's not a brain.
I think it's gonna fuck with people. Imagine if you can't get over the loss. Like you need to mourn the loss, and you're gonna deal with them, and you keep uploading, playing. It's the same. It's the same as the person that's like an incel, where they just do virtual reality and never get out there because they could hide behind their computer and live their fake little life and not interact. You're fucking up that person.
Or like
not
those
going
dolls. I was on this TikTok, like this side of TikTok this morning. You know about those dolls? They're called something dolls.
They're real. They're like life size dolls, right?
No. They're I don't know if we talked about this. They're baby dolls, and they don't look like a doll. They look like a real baby.
Oh yeah,
For mothers who are like
those are really sad.
They're for mothers who had
couldn't have a kid or miscarriage
or the kid died at like 6 months.
How fucked up is that?
A reborn doll. And so they spend money on these dolls, and then they treat them fully like they're real.
You know how sick that is?
And they spend money on new clothes. They take them out in strollers, and they fully say, "This is my child, Derek."
Right,
or whatever.
they have issues.
That's a serious issue.
Serious.
Yeah.
Who the hell would name their son Derek?
No, that's a serious issue, but people do that a lot.
Because they want something so bad
but
they
people,
can't let go.
But people dress up as babies and they're 50-year-old men.
But we need to get rid of
there's
that.
always been a
People didn't dress up
fetish.
as babies in 1782.
There's
They
difference
had to
between
survive.
I agree.
A fetish.
People are crazy. There's always going to be crazy people.
But that's fucked
I think
up.
Speaking of babies, fetish, that's a story I want to talk about.
Let's
so
talk about
I can move, because we already talked about this on the Patreon.
Okay, the fetish.
Much more in depth. If you like the conversation we were having, just go to the Patreon. We did it for an hour.
If you're not a Patreon member, join $5 a month. Prick.
Damn.
fetish babies.
Yeah.
I have no idea where you're going with this.
This was a thing that. Do you know?
No, but after can we talk about the Stingray? I don't know what happened with it.
Oh, sure.
Sorry, go ahead.
Bring up the Stingray first.
No, you're on fetish
No, this is a
babies.
quick one.
Back fetish
This fetish babies is a long
What's a
topic.
fetish baby? What's a fetish baby?
What's a fetish baby?
Spaghetti. Okay.
So in the
For people who don't know, we just had 7 seconds of full on Tourette's.
yeah,
We did not. They're inside jokes.
Yeah. Okay. Go on.
making fun of people with no, I'm just joking. Sorry.
Go on. Also, stop playing with the thing, please.
In the North Carolina aquarium, somewhere in North Carolina, South Carolina, they have a fish tank that has one stingray in it and two sharks.
One female stingray.
One female stingray, no male stingrays, right?
So do sharks attack stingrays?
Yeah,
No.
sharks eat stingrays,
Stingrays are sharks, by the way. They're all in the same family of,
And
but
here
they're
we
not
go.
sharks.
All right.
like how chimpanzees and gorillas, sharks and stingrays. Just so you know,
Okay, but
kind of like that.
stingrays are not sharks, just to clarify.
I got it.
All of a sudden, there's no male stingrays in there. All of a sudden, the aquarium people saw that the stingray's pregnant.
The female stingray,
And they were like,
who's
what?
in a tank alone, is pregnant.
They were like, what the hell? So they realized
What are you
it's
doing?
one of two things. Either one of the sharks impregnated the stingray,
Which is why I said stingrays are sharks. That's why I
and
said
we're
that.
about to have a half stingray, half shark when it gives birth, or
Well, then it wouldn't give birth. It would just have a miscarriage.
no,
You can get pregnant, and then it just is a stillborn because it's not viable.
Okay, but between the ability, if you can get pregnant, you could deliver.
correct. Yes.
Yes,
That's
100%.
If you have the ability to carry
Correct.
the baby,
Like a donkey can't with a horse,
Dunkaroos.
but a horse can with a donkey or something.
No.
Mule.
mules.
A mule is a donkey horse,
Mules are half donkey, half horse.
but it has to be one other way.
And because
One
they're-
way though.
It has to be male donkey, female horse, or vice versa. One of
Because
them.
okay,
Correct.
when you take,
Correct.
you know how there's genus and species. When you mix species,
I'm a genius and you're a species.
species can mate with each other, but that baby of a mixed species is always going to be infertile.
So far.
So far, sure,
Right.
but that's why mules can't give birth. So you can make mules, but mules can't.
Right.
mate.
Mules are not their own species.
I might have missaid the genus species thing, but
No,
I'm
you're
pretty
right.
sure that's how it is.
Species are humans. Genus is Homo. Literally, that's what it is.
Yeah, you are a genus.
But here's the thing, Bryce.
Aren't
Like,
you proud of me?
yeah, sure. We have as
So insensitive. Yeah, sure.
humans,
Like a liger can't give birth. Sorry.
right? But a liger. But then the other way around also works. Like a tigon is a male tiger and a female lion, and a liger is a male tiger and a
But I
whatever.
wonder
the
about the
opposite.
shark and the stingray.
But then humans, we have mated successfully many times with other things in our genus.
Really?
Neanderthals, Homo erectus, Homo habilis.
yeah.
We're Homo sapien as humans.
Can a human be with an ape?
No.
Because we're not. Ape is not.
It's a
Homo
different right.
something.
It's not Homo.
We're Homo
It's a
sapien,
gay-
and we mixed with Homo erectus.
Well, actually, what is chimp? Might be Homo. Chimpanzee taxonomy.
You say sodomy?
No, taxonomy.
Bestiality. Oh.
Chimpanzee species. So their family is a Homidae species.
It's a homo holiday.
Homo gay.
But
Homo gay.
We're a Homidae
I
too.
just said that, Dad.
You said homo gay.
Yes.
I said homo gay.
That's the same thing. Just mine's better.
No, he said it's homie.
Dad, oh my God. Okay, so their family
That's a homie.
family Homidae,
Homidae.
and then genus Pan, and then chimpanzee, and then
Okay, I'm
troglodyte is their species name.
weird one.
So they're pan troglodyte. We're Homo sapien. But at one point in this world, there were other Homo creatures
You
walking
can't.
around.
I don't think you can mate with other genuses. You can just mate because
No, you
Homo.
can.
We only could
you're
mate
right.
with Homo erectus.
Right, we can't mate with Pan.
Correct.
Because if not, then you're homo flagellant and you can't act
Flaccid.
Flatulent. No, that's a poof. That's a poof.
Homo flagellant.
Homo flatulence.
You know what I meant.
But it is crazy to think about. And they say that like the majority, at least white people, the majority of white people have 2% Neanderthal DNA in them. Most of us do. Because as the Homo sapien was moving...
Some more than others.
Nice, dude.
because
Homo. That was you.
Neanderthals were in Europe and they were fairer skin.
Look how tight he looks at his feet.
Yeah, I'm so
And then the
uncomfortable.
darker Homo sapiens that moved up to from Africa to Europe started mating with the Neanderthals that were there.
Homeboy sapiens.
By the way,
That was funny. That was funny. Homo sapiens, homeboy sapiens.
extremely racist, but very good.
It is crazy to think about, though, that there were at one point, like,
And then the people that live in the
okay,
liberal
go.
cities are homeless sapiens. And then the people that live in San Francisco are homo sapiens.
cut it.
Yeah, okay.
Cut it.
See you next Tuesday.
okay.
Pull a mic.
A mic.
Me take a mic.
Oh, like cut him off. But like, in the Lord of the Rings, how there's,
No, we don't know.
but or like in fantasy shows, there's trolls, dwarves, elves, and they're all like human-ish creatures, but they're all different species. That was the way it was on Earth at one point.
Without trolls and dwarves. And
No, but there were multiple types of human things, and some were really small, some were really big. Like the Homo floresiensis is, they say,
Those are people from Florence.
no, it was Isle of Flores is where they found the first body of that, so they named it after the island. But those were like little hobbit type humans, and then Neanderthals were big and burly and hairy.
But
And
if you look at like Thailand or certain areas, I forget.
right, so
They're
Homo
smaller,
floresiensis.
much smaller people. In
So they
certain areas.
found the first Homo floresiensis in Asia. They found all the Neanderthals in Northern Europe. And Neanderthals are bigger boned, hairier, burlier, more resilient. And Homo floresiensis were small, frail. And so they do think that Homo sapien, which is us, right? Like the ones that went, all Homo sapiens came from Africa. And so they think the ones that went to Europe interbred with the Neanderthals. And that's why like Germans and Scandinavian, they're like burly, durable people. And then they think the ones that went to Asia interbred with the Homo floresiensis. And that's why there's so much diversity. Like when you look at chimpanzees, they're all kind of similar looking, right? Like you wouldn't be able to tell, oh, that chimp is from that area, that chimp. I mean, I'm sure scientists could, but to the eye, they're all similar looking.
I could.
But humans, we are so different looking. And they think it's because we interbred within our species. But then the crazy
So
thing
we're
is,
more diverse than we need to be. So I don't want to hear it anymore.
but the crazy thing is we killed them all off. Like they're at one point where multiple other human species that were around that like, it's so crazy to think about because they probably looked similar to us, had a similar idea from us. But like, when you look at a chimpanzee and you're like, wow, you're so similar, but something is off. They think different, right? You're like, you must think differently than us. And you must they have different culture. There were other humans that were like that, human type things. That's just such a crazy thing to think about. And that actually was real. And they think that the reason why we survived was because we were just the most brutal. Homo sapiens we were just so brutal that we just went into every territory and just killed them off instead of let them live. We were just like, we need to be the ones.
Interesting.
Yeah. And so that also adds to like why humans are naturally like tribal and war type.
Okay, but
is because we might have been out of, like how we watched Chimp Empire, and there was that one chimp tribe who were like the war tribe.
Yeah.
And then there were other chimp tribes that are just like, they eat bananas. So we might have been the war tribe that just got really successful.
But it's just also instinctive, just like the lion will kill other cubs that are not part of his pride. Right? Because he wants to keep his gene as the strongest gene to survive.
Yeah, but it's instinctive for us, I'm saying.
Yes,
so it explains
I'm saying that's
in our nature. But if we, let's say we were small in numbers, Homo sapiens, if we had that brutal mentality, but we lost for whatever reason, Neanderthal put us away, the world would be, a different place because Neanderthal weren't brutal. So maybe there would never be. Maybe. It would develop.
But maybe it wouldn't develop. Maybe they're not the intellectual one.
Well, no, they were intellectual. They had language.
They developed, just
not as maybe as smart as the Homo sapiens.
Right, or they might have been fully smart, but they might just not have.
Or they might not have.
Sure, but their brains were like very, very similar to ours. So or their skull shape. So they extrapolate. They were probably pretty smart. And the fact that we co-bred means that they probably like could communicate with each other,
Ooh, ha, ha. Let's talk about this
okay.
shark.
So the two options that they gave were either a shark impregnated the stingray, which would now kind of create this new species.
How's it even
They wouldn't create a new species.
Yes, that would be a new
like liger isn't a new species. It's just a mutt.
True. You're
right.
It's
a golden doodle, but they haven't.
But a golden doodle isn't a species.
It's
the
still a
species
canine.
is dog, right?
No.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Canine,
it's
yeah.
a that's
but a new
breed.
living
That's
type
a
of
breed.
thing.
Yes,
A new
but not a new
hybrid.
species.
A hybrid.
But then they said that anatomically, it's almost impossible for that to happen because like the size of both doesn't really make any sense. The other option is that a lot of fish and marine life can duplicate cells sometimes that can create like, it's not really spontaneous life, but it kind of is spontaneous life.
Well,
It's a
reptiles
duplicate
can
cell.
do that. That was the whole idea of Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Because they were like, we're going to have only female lizards, but lizards can change their sex hormones and like under times of stress. A male can become a female.
So can fish. There's some fish that start male.
Trans fish.
And then...
So it is natural. Trans is natural.
Trish.
If it's nature doing it, not human beings doing
Human beings are nature.
it. Okay, here we go.
Also, your mind could be nature.
And we're under stressful times, so people are changing their gender.
Anyways, that doesn't matter.
Just like lizards do.
But it was supposed to give birth this week, and I haven't
That's
heard
so rude.
I haven't heard anything about it. Google what's going on with it, because I think it was supposed to give birth this weekend.
What's it called? Stingray. This episode is brought to you by Manscaped, hooking me up. I Manscaped. Do you see how clean I am?
Look at me.
Yeah.
Cleaned up.
It's nice.
It was in Colorado.
What have you been using? You use the trimmer one?
I
The
use
handyman?
the razor and the nose and air thing.
Yeah. But like, how do you get so close with the what? The electric one?
I do the electric and then I take the other one and just clean it up.
Yeah. I trim with the beard hedger.
It's a nice trim. I noticed you did a nice. Did you just get a haircut too?
Yeah, I did get a haircut.
Yeah, it's a nice trim. Clean.
And then when I get a
Yeah.
haircut, I
Yeah, I noticed that.
trim my beard with the beard hedger, which that thing literally it looks like barbershop quality. Like the trimmer itself is like metal and it has so many different options of size. It's better than what they're using in the barbershop to trim my hair. And the one I'm using for my beard, it's great.
Yeah, I don't have that because I don't have a beard.
Yeah. Right. That one's like for facial hair.
Right.
And you can use it for body hair. And then I use my Lawnmower 5.0 on my body and everywhere on my body.
Yeah.
And that one's the best. And then the ear and nose hair one is low-key the most important. Because that's what makes or breaks.
No, that's what you do, whether you're gross or
A
not.
quality guy
Or you're
like
gross or not. It's like
not
it's like,
gross, but
okay. It's, you know how you look at someone's shoes, if they're all crinkly and curled up, that means they don't maintain their shoes and put shoe trees in there and keep them clean. It says a lot about a person.
yeah,
If you
it's
have-
a small
if you
thing that
have
says a lot.
Hair out of your ears, your back of your neck, above the t-shirt line.
Sometimes mine gets above
or
the
your
t-shirt
nose.
line.
No, I think it's gross.
Yeah. And so Manscaped can solve all those problems.
No, it does solve it.
Yeah.
You just got to fucking buy it.
And you can buy it at manscaped.com. if you go there, you can check out all the stuff. They have something for everyone. And then they also have all these great products that I use too. The ball deodorant, the regular deodorant, the shampoo, conditioner. So if you go to manscaped.com, enter the code DaddyIssues20 at checkout, and you'll get 20% off your entire order and free shipping. Their prices are already very well priced for the quality of the items that you're getting. And then as a listener of the show, you get rewarded by an extra 20% off.
It's truly a must. It's the equivalent of having a necessity of a toothbrush, and deodorant. You have to have it.
Yeah.
It's inexcusable. You can go to Walgreens, CVS, and buy the shit stuff. Whatever I'm telling right now, this stuff is the best. It lasts. It's waterproof. It's got travel bags. The battery lasts a long time. You can take it in the shower. It's got a light on it. It's so well made that when we had the prior version, like coming out a new version, like there's no way it could be better, and it was better.
And now I go back to my old one. I'm like, oh, I can't use this because the new one is that much better. So go get your new version at manscaped.com. Once again, use the code DaddyIssues20 at checkout, and you'll get 20% off your entire order and free shipping. Stingray pregnant. Charlotte.
What's the show? Kate Beckinsale, the vampire movie,
Underworld.
with the lichens and them. It's like that hybrid.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
This
What's
says
that car?
Watch that. That's
What's
so
that
rude.
car?
That's
The
so rude.
Prius. You know,
so rude.
The Prius.
It's like hybrid.
Hybrid.
Female stingray in North Carolina aquarium is pregnant, even though there are no males in her tank. The mysterious pregnancy has become this. This was from 6 hours ago, so this is updated.
Is it really though?
Aquarium staff believes Charlotte's seemingly immaculate conception is the result of parthenogenesis, a rare form of asexual reproduction observed in some animals, including fish, birds, and amphibians. Charlotte was found covered in shark bites, a sign of mating in sharks, which initially led some to speculate that a shark was the father and that her baby would be a shark-stingray hybrid. But a research scientist at the Georgia Aquarium told the Associated Press that this sort of interspecies copulation is not possible. Even so, the pregnancy is no less remarkable. She's the only known case of her species to become pregnant by this method.
Sick.
We really don't know why it happens, just kind of that it does. Really neat phenomenon. She's expecting 3 or 4 pups and expected to give birth in about a week. So we'll see.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Sick. I'm so pumped.
That,
I hope
that is cool.
You should clip this all into TikTok, us explaining the genus and whatever. And I'm sure we got everything wrong. And I want Hank Green to
I'd love Hank Green
to be like, although they tried their hardest.
Yeah, I appreciate the effort,
Yeah.
but I'll even put that in there for him.
Did you know there's more?
I like Homeboy Sapiens.
I did watch.
That was funny.
I watched one of his TikToks and he was explaining that there's more.
Doesn't he have cancer now, or is that John?
No,
One
that
of them
was
has
him,
cancer.
but I think he's in remission. There's more trees in Canada than there are stars in the universe.
Yeah, I don't know.
How do
I don't
you
know how.
know that?
Google. No, I believe
How do you
Google.
figure that out?
Google it right
How
now.
do you figure that out?
Give me a fucking break. I can make a conclusion too. That's bullshit.
That's gonna be like there are more trans than there are Trump supporters.
They're not
And
smart
that's why
people.
this world is coming to an end. I don't know why I
voice
give you.
changes. Wow, what's with this?
I don't know why I gave you a southern accent in that.
How
one.
crazy is that? There's more.
Speaking of southern accents, sorry, go on.
There's more trees in Canada. Not even in the world. In Canada.
Well, Canada is huge, and
Most
it's full
trees
of
in
trees.
the world, then Russia, I think,
Yeah,
was second.
that makes sense.
Crazy.
And they're probably so densely packed. But the universe is
Imagine
never
being
ending.
the guy counting that.
Do you mean the galaxy?
Imagine
Oh,
the
I
person.
think I mean
that-
the galaxy, but still.
Imagine
Because
the
the universe
person-
is
Google.
There's no end to the universe, so
Imagine the person counting those trees.
they don't do that.
No, Dad,
They use
that's not how
math.
it
I'm
works.
sure-
They use math
I
and,
know.
and
I know, Bron.
statistics
Teasing.
and probability, I think.
I got it.
It's got to be galaxy, not
We
universe.
watched a movie last night. I don't know if you've seen it. Devil's Advocate. Have you seen the movie? With Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino.
Years and years.
The
I don't
Lord-
remember.
It was good.
Murders.
Was
it
it
was
good?
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It was weird.
It was weird.
Definitely messed with your head a little.
Thank you, Julian.
Yeah, my barber Julian, shout out Julian. He told us to watch it.
You should watch it. If you're like sitting on the couch but now you're like, I should put on something. It's a good
I'll
one.
watch it.
Al
It's
Pacino.
over 20 plus years. I don't remember.
Al Pacino plays the
97,
devil. Keanu Reeves is a young
you
hotshot lawyer.
spoiled the entire
It's called
movie.
Devil's Advocate. Like,
I know
You
it's
don't
a
know
little
he's
thing.
the devil.
come on, you know it from the start.
All right, I did not know that, but okay.
It's definitely
that was a
interesting.
Prada. I didn't think it was about the devil. I'm just saying.
It's
True.
It's definitely an interesting movie. It was weird, and the whole movie's about
All right, don't
being
tell me.
lawyers in New York, which is cool.
And in Florida, but it's funny because it was so like they didn't understand Florida because it starts in Florida and they give them all like hillbilly accents.
And
Like, they're
they're all wearing gator cowboy boots. Every single character.
Yeah, and they're all like, "Now see here, kid," and it's like
And
this
they're
is not
in
Florida.
court. They're in court, and the women are like with like fans like waving themselves. Like they have
I think-
AC. It was
I think
97.
I think it's exaggerated.
Right? Yeah, definitely.
And then after they win the case, they all go to the bar and get hammered. They're
and like Jimmy
chugging
Buffett
shots.
was playing, and it was like this little old shack.
All right, let me watch it.
Well, that's the first scene of the
Gotcha.
movie. But
Okay.
yeah.
All right, what else you got?
So fetish babies.
Fetish babies.
So there was
And we need to do a fatherly advice too today.
okay. I don't know if
You said
I
you
have,
had other one, long one. Remember the long one?
Oh, okay. We can do the
Okay.
long one. There's a spa that opened up in New Hampshire.
Oh, Jesus.
You saw this?
Yeah. Ugh.
This small town in New Hampshire opened up a wellness spa that is for adults who have like baby therapy. They call it something. We can look it up. But it's like, you know, that idea of like there are adults that pretend to be babies and they like are messed up and they live out their therapy and all that through this. So there's now a business that caters to that. And it's like a daycare, an adult daycare for these people. And they'll go like after work and spend 5 hours in the daycare. And the daycare has services for them.
Get the
That a
fuck
full
out of
daycare
here.
will
You
have.
like, you like
Get
put on
the
a
fuck
diaper
outta here.
and like get fed by bottle.
Yeah, and like
Are you fucking kidding me?
But people in
Okay,
so it's
don't
called
you-
it's
wait.
called the diaper spa.
Don't you think these people should really not breathe in our oxygen? Seriously,
well,
what
the people
the
in
fuck?
it's like a small town in New Hampshire, and all the people were like, "Are you?"
Which is
kidding
weird. What
me?
like in New Hampshire? How
You
do they
think
have
it's
this
like
much of a
west side
business?
of New York City?
Yeah, or like Portland, Oregon.
But the people in New Hampshire, I think they tried to sue or something. and
They're-
be like,
they're fighting
"You're
against the
completely
city."
ruining our town.
Yeah, because now people are coming from all over the country to go to this diaper spa.
Oh my god!
Because it's
people
one of
are
its kind.
ridiculous.
So it's
There's
called
definitely a
I would
better
open.
name
I would
than
open up a
the
breast
diaper
milk
diaper
store.
spa.
I would
There's a good
open.
pun.
Wouldn't you open up a breast milk store? Like oat milk and just call it different.
So you read so it's called the Diaper Spa. It's in Atkinson, New Hampshire, and it offers to, this is a quote from their website, nurture and pamper all diaper lovers and enthusiasts in richly immersive experiences.
So these adults are shitting in their pants.
Yeah. And then other adults are cleaning it at this place. So here, look, it says, services include virtual playdates priced at $200 an hour, nursery spa care at $300 an hour, and even a 24-hour premier spa experience for the little one inside of you for $1,500.
I gotta watch.
So look, this is a picture of one of the rooms.
Can you make it bigger?
Yeah.
This is just gonna upset. me.
This is like a little kid's bed, but it's for an adult, and it has Star Wars sheets, and it has a barrier around the bed, like when you put for
like
a kid.
crib, like a crib.
Yeah. Here are diapers, big diapers. This is a drawer of adult diapers. The diaper spa has been masterminded by physician Dr. Colleen Murphy.
Masterminded.
Yeah, to serve all diaper-wearing individuals who seek acceptance, respite, and care. The facilities are only available to those over 21 who can consent in order to receive the therapy. The website lists an extensive set of potential activities during the spa sessions, which include playtime, story time, nap time, cuddle time, changing time, coloring, nursery rhymes, and sing-alongs. It continues in the summer. You can play with your water wings and floaties poolside, picnic under the tree with your teddy bear, play marbles on the patio, or swing on the front porch and serve tea to your dollies.
We got to get.
This is on their website.
We gotta get David
that was,
Farrier
if
out
that
there
was
to
in my
film.
town, these people are psychos. I would not want them in my town.
Well, that's what they said. They're like, these people are not mentally
No,
well, and now they're
they're-
walking the streets of our small
something
town.
fucked up.
But also the fact that this is a business, you can make $1,500 for someone just to sleep over.
Wait,
I'd do
I want
that.
to see the website. Can you go to the website?
Yeah, let's see.
People are fucked.
The diaper
up.
spa. Here. This is
Let
the
me
website. We're oh so very happy that you found us. By the way, the website already starts playing lullabies when you log in. Please enjoy these soft soundtracks and for happy transport to inner calm. Then look around for our age play friendly adult diaper spa. We are here to nurture and pamper all diaper levels. So it's called age play. I mean, it's got to be a sexual fetish,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Or like
No.
they were sexually abused when they were kids.
There's something wrong with
And so
these
now they have to they
That's
regress.
still a
Images?
fetish to me.
Can you
That's
show
still a
me
fetish to
images?
me.
Yeah, let's see. Services. I don't know if they're, let's see. We can schedule. Look, make an appointment today or schedule your free consultation. We can book a virtual play date. It's an hour. Introducing our virtual play date experience, personalized care and interactive sessions from the comfort of your home. Let's see if there's any.
Do you have any images?
I don't know if they're on here, but there are on the other thing.
Find me images. I guess these fucking retards.
I don't think there are images of people that go, but look, what is this? This is, this says Dr. Murphy is a board certified integrative medicine physician and sexologist, but is denied that the services offered are sexual. I guess there's like a massage table. What's this? Crayons and paint.
There's
and-
got to be something sexual in there as well.
Look, here's a giant
Make it bigger.
Okay,
High
that thing's
chair.
kind of sick. That thing's
a
kind of
high
sick.
chair. That's what it's called. A giant high chair.
Getting that for the apartment would be kind of hype.
And the town, so this says the unusual setup has alarmed residents in the small town, which has a population of 7,000.
That's nothing.
Why would they even set it up in this town? I don't understand. Do it in New York.
The hell?
Kyle Gallagher set up a change.org petition, which appears to have been taken down in a bid to stop the spa operating. The page read, as residents and patrons of the community, we feel compelled to voice our collective concern and dissatisfaction. Similarly, local Mike Vigliota told the news outlet, what a great name.
You know, Mike
Mike
Vigliotta's
Vigliota's like these fucking retards that are coming into our town in New Hampshire.
every time I go to get my slice of pizza.
Yeah. This time used to mean something. My Mike Vigliota. He said,
He's like, first this, then what? The blacks? And then don't get me started on those Jews.
on those Homo sapiens. The Jews, true.
I know my wife says I shouldn't say that.
He said, I'm sure there's a lot of kids that live around here, and what type of people are going to that? People who are looking at children or being children by wearing diapers and being treated like a baby.
fucking bizarre.
That kind of concerns me. Who knows what that leads to? Oh, however, it seems as though the Adult Baby Diaper Lover, ABDL, community is continuing to grow.
It's a
so that's
community
their
now.
thing. Like LGBT, ABDL,
Is that
Adult
one of the
Baby
chicks
Diaper
doing
Lover.
this?
Yeah, this is Paigey, a 28-year-old from the East Coast.
Make it bigger. Let me see this.
She spends a whopping $300 a month on diapers to cater to members of the group via an online subscription service. So she's just an OnlyFans girl. She's just making money off this.
It's like a sexual looking girl wearing a diaper.
Yeah, she's just
looks like close to Flockhart.
She's lifting her shirt up in the photo.
Yeah, it's a sexual.
and she just look at all the diapers she has.
Something's wrong with her.
So this says she begins.
Imagine that being the parent of that.
She begins every day by waking up in her crib, and after her morning diaper change, she spends her time playing with toys and creating online content for her followers. This is a quote. I've always collected toys and had a younger sense of humor, so all my friends and family have been very accepting. If you act like it's not a big deal, people will take your nonchalance in stride. Paigey has said that once she became of legal age, she started searching online to see if there were others with similar interests and found an entire community of like-minded people. Her goal has been always to normalize the lifestyle. Some people just don't understand why an adult would want to live or act like a child. It's all to do with the mindset of letting little things bring you joy. No, I let little things bring me joy, and you love little things. Yeah, that's what every girl that dated you said. Boom.
Not even funny. Nice. Not even funny. Nice. But I have to tell you, these people there's something mentally wrong with them.
Well, here's the thing. She's saying it's what I like, so let me enjoy it. But there always needs to be a line. A pedophile is going to say, "What I like is little kids. Let me enjoy it."
But Bryce, by the way, that is a thing on the left.
I know, but
ultra liberals are like pedophilia is just a sexual orientation.
No, because you're harming.
Remember NAMBLA or whatever it was called?
Yeah.
NAMBLA.
NAMBLA.
Yeah. NAMBLA.
No,
What's
this
it stand for?
is
National Association of Men Boy Lovers. NAMBLA.
National Association.
They could have done better with that name too.
Lover Association or something like that.
Yeah,
that's wild.
This is an individual choice. I think you're mentally disturbed and have issues, but they're not harming anybody.
Sure, but there's some things.
Pedophiliac is harming other people.
Pedophiliac means you're afraid of pedophiles.
Really?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's some things that even if you enjoy them, you still you should be allowed to do it in your own time, but you also just shouldn't do it because that's not normal.
I agree. What's scary is this is growing, and that's what's scary.
That's a community. It's enough that there's a company that can be supported by it, and people pay money.
Yeah, but there's also there's those OnlyFans chicks who shit and then send people their shit.
People are fucking weird, Bryce.
Yeah.
Who's that?
This is the woman, Dr. Colleen Murphy. That's the woman who started
Look at this fat bitch. Have you seen the video where that guy shows up to the parent-teacher conference or whatever?
No,
the
but you
school
told me
board?
about it.
Can you pull that up?
Unbelievable.
Just say school
when
board.
we grew up, this shit never fucking. That's where the internet's bad, by the way.
Yeah, I agree.
Because everyone found a community.
Right. Yeah.
Say guy goes to school board.
No, I'm on Twitter. I can't type.
Just type in school board. It might come up on videos.
Board. This one?
No. Type in school board and then he calls them. Oh, that's it, I think? No. And then he calls them fat, ugly
it?
women. No, this isn't it.
Okay.
Let me find it.
Yeah, find it. Let me see. Is this it? No, this isn't Canada.
It's so funny. It's what every guy has ever wanted to do with them.
Maybe let me do 2 words. School board.
Why does it have to be on Twitter?
I don't know. It's just where I feel like I find things normally. Is this it? Yeah, I got it. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's it. That's
This
it.
is?
Yeah.
Make it bigger. I got to see this. Go on.
Good evening, cowards. Rick Hubbard, 97 Spruce Lane. Nice to see a bunch of fat, ugly women. What?
Excuse you.
What?
Can we stick with the agenda?
No. I'm speaking. They're fat, ugly women is what they are. Let's talk about it.
We're not having that.
You don't have to. Bye.
That ain't free speech.
It's called free speech. Bye.
That's not free speech. That's insulting.
Bye. That's good.
That's free
He
speech.
said that's not free speech. That's insulting.
Okay, everybody, stop. Let Mr. Hubbard speak, please. Enough. Go ahead, Rick.
And we wonder why children are retarded stupid today. We wonder why. We wonder why when we have these pathetic people here called teachers rape the children's mind. And if you people are too stupid to know what rape is, it's called control, you morons.
Are you speaking directly to the book?
Yes, I
Because
am.
Okay,
It reflects
focus
off
on the
that
book.
wall there and comes back into your ears. Imagine
Focus
that.
on the book, please, because that's what Citizens Forum is
I'm
about.
talking about the book.
Okay.
I'm talking about the stupidity of the people who want the book in the.
Starting the meeting by going,
1 minute.
What's up, cowards?
hello, what's up, cowards? I'm here to address the fat fucking
Yeah, this
bitches.
guy is savage. 1 minute. 1 minute. This guy's
And
great.
then
1
someone
minute.
goes, oh, and he goes, shut up. Shut up.
No, 1 minute.
That's what I'm talking about. The retards that we have in our community.
I don't
The
know that we need
abject
to allow
retard.
this kind of abusive
no.
speech.
Abject
I'm not aware of
retards.
what the process
Please,
is, but I
go ahead
I
and
think we have
violate
a
my
right to
constitutional
stop
rights.
this
I
kind of
dare
abuse.
you.
Well,
That's not very
Dare you.
say
Violate
something.
my constitutional rights.
It is all women.
Mr.
1
Hubbard,
minute.
would you please say something specific about the book so that we can let you continue speaking rather than making these generalities?
Can I get there?
Fast, really fast.
No, there's no fast. You
I'm
don't
saying
tell me
fast.
How to speak.
Excuse me?
You don't tell me how to speak.
Well, yeah,
Right.
I am
Quiet.
telling
Give me
you.
my
I'm
5
telling
minutes.
you how to speak in this situation. Yeah.
Shut up and give me my 5
That's
minutes.
okay, there must-
I'd like to propose a recess.
Sit down, please.
I'd like to propose
My
a
5
recess.
Now, don't interrupt me. This is my constitutional
Dr. Meaver,
right to
point of
speak,
order.
and if
I'd
you
like to
ugly
propose a
people don't
recess.
like
This
it,
is unacceptable.
Huh, imagine
I
that.
propose a recess.
Oh, cowards.
Okay,
This guy's
we have a
unbelievable.
motion to recess.
I move to recess.
Bye,
All in favor
girls.
of recess?
Hi, girls.
Yeah, maybe
Call them fat
sit
bitches
down
again.
and take a breath.
No, I have the
Okay,
right
then
to
you can
speak to you.
continue
You
speaking,
people
but
are
we're
stupid.
recessing.
That's so wow. Go back just the
Wait, the
intro.
video still.
What?
Keeping time.
It's almost three.
The man was back to finish his speech after a 10-minute
So
recess.
you got-
Hold on a second now. Is that through the interruptions from these clowns here? Does that include that, or?
Where is this? His accent sounds
You know,
Massachusetts.
sounds
right?
like-
let's give him a full 3 minutes.
Ooh, wow, 7 seconds?
Yeah. I
Time's
think that was
ticking.
9.
Okay, thank you. Is it
welcome.
starting?
Ready? Go for it.
Is it starting? Okay.
Yes.
So,
all
I was
green.
going on that I don't believe you clowns are helping the citizens of the city of Dover. See,
Delaware.
What happens is, and I've been looking at this for quite a while now, and it's so ugly and true, it's really gross. See, what happens is, teachers teach children, okay? And then those children grow up, and they have brains. And then adults with brains, I'm getting there, you calm down now, calm down.
I'm calm. I'm just trying to get you
And
to
don't
the
interrupt
point.
me, you're interrupting me again.
Sorry.
Thank you. Now give me 15 seconds.
Whatever. Keep going.
Okay? So these children grow up and become adults. And now they're just as stupid as they were taught, right? Or just as smart as they were taught. And so what happens is, we all become dumber and dumber and dumber. And we don't even have the brains right now in our society to see that this book is not worthy to be where it is. I've heard a lot of people talk about sexual assault, but I haven't heard anybody say that they were. Maybe you did. No?
That's crazy.
Take it easy.
He said, no one here has said they've been sexually assaulted. And then he turned around to a girl and goes, maybe you were. It's probably a hot girl.
No, I think it's the ugly.
That's crazy to say that.
What
But
is
anyway.
a crazy man?
There's a difference between people talking about it and people who have been through it, okay? So when you go through it, you know what the difference is and where up is up and down is down and left is left and right is right and wrong is wrong. And you people are dumb people. You're not smart enough to know that you should take this book out and put it in the,
We got to look up what the book
potentially
is.
put it in the regular library.
Of course. Hold on.
And you're the pinnacle of intelligence.
You have 1 minute.
Shell,
I love stupid people. They're so freaking. So anyway, that's why
gotta
we
meet this
have
guy.
a bunch of morons in front of us today because they grew up being taught by stupid people.
That's going to be
and
like
communist
that's like
people and indoctrinating people.
A lot of truth to what he's
That's
saying,
why
though.
you people
but he's
don't have the
objectively,
brains
mentally
to see
saying
that
that.
this could be hurting children of the future who are going to grow up and be just as dumb
I mean,
as
he
you
is making good points, but you don't come in with that
Probably dumber.
delivery.
Tell the girl she was
I think it was
sexually
Do I have
purposeful.
any more time
Hold on.
left?
You have 21 seconds.
So there's nothing that's going to change here. You communists are going to do what you do.
That's
and
great.
The public is just going to pay the price. That's all. And at some point, the tide's going to change, and then you people are going to be extinguished. That's
Yep,
all.
he's right about that.
Extinguished?
That's what happens.
Time.
Yeah, we're all extinguished.
Thank you.
There's your time.
thank you.
The Board of
Thank
All
you.
Women unanimously voted to keep the book available for school
I need
kids.
to
Can
look
we
up
just
this
watch?
book.
I
Can we
just
just
didn't watch
watch
the
that
beginning
beginning
again.
really quick?
Yeah, I agree.
That's the only part
Just
I really
coming in
saw.
with coward. Hey, you fat fucking bitches. Okay, hold on. Let's watch
no,
this.
fat ugly women.
Doesn't work like that. I represent all citizens in here.
Good evening, cowards. Rick Hubbard, 97 Spruce Lane. Nice to see a bunch of fat, ugly women. in this.
By the way,
That's
the woman in the
crazy.
back,
She loves it.
She thinks it's so
And
funny.
then she said,
She let
"That's
us
his freedom of
free
speech."
speech.
Yeah.
97 Spruce Lane, Dover. Look it up right now. Look it up. I'm curious to know where
What's
he
up,
lives.
you
I wanna see
fat
that.
ugly
97
woman?
Spruce Lane,
And then when he
Dover.
says,
Like-
when he says,
oh wow, look at the Dover, New Hampshire, not
Right,
Dover,
right.
Delaware.
when he says,
Let's see that.
bunch
Yeah,
of, bunch of retarded kids.
Wow, wait, that's New Hampshire. We were just talking about New Hampshire.
That is weird.
The diaper spa's in New Hampshire too.
Of course, I want to see.
I wonder how close
Look
it
at
is
his
to
house.
this.
I want to see his house.
He's the owner.
Okay, here's his house.
Can you show him the picture?
Yeah, I'm getting it. It's this right here.
Who's here? Who's here? Who's here?
I don't know. Mom said thank you. And
Oh,
then
the AC guy. The AC guy.
that's his house.
Wow.
Just good old American house. He has an old car in the yard.
And a BMW.
No, it's a Honda.
Honda.
It's a Honda.
So, all right. So, I
That guy
want to
was
see
great.
this
So we
book.
got to see Boy Toy. Boy Toy.
What's up, you fat ugly women?
Okay. Do you want me to read you the description?
Hey,
Mom.
Insurance.
down to
I'll tell him
5
I'll
minutes.
contact him later. Tell him I'll contact him after.
Josh, this is the description. Josh Mendel has a secret. Oh, they made him Jewish. Damn it. Josh Mendel has a secret. Unfortunately, everyone knows what it is. 5 years ago, Josh's life changed drastically, and everyone in his school, his town, seems like the world thinks they understand, but they don't. They can't. And now, about to graduate from high school, Josh is still trying to sort through the pieces. First, there's Rachel, the girl he thought he'd lost. Is this the right book? This doesn't seem like anything bad.
Well, maybe his secret is that he was.
This is from
sexually assaulted.
2009. So I don't know if that's. No, it's just the girl he lost. She's back and she's determined to be part of his life, whether he wants her there or not. Then there are college decisions to make, the toughest baseball game of his life coming up, a coach. This just seems like a
So
teen
do-
book.
so-
Let me go to Boy Toy in the News. Boy Toy News. Okay, here. Boy Toy book at Dover High School Library targeted for removal. Okay, that's making me pay. Let's go to New Hampshire Public Radio.
NPR?
The young adult fiction book Boy Toy will remain in the Dover High School library despite a resident's attempt to have it removed. The 7-member, this is what we just watched. So it doesn't tell us what the book is about. Boy Toy is not required reading for high school students. Has been offered since the school's library in 2008. So it might have been that book. That nothing.
Maybe his secret is that he was sexually assaulted and it's about sexual assault or whatever.
True. It did say he has a secret. Should I read the reviews of it? Like, let's see what.
Different cover.
No, this is the same one. Barry Liga wrote it. It does say Josh Mendel has a secret. Unfortunately, everyone knows what it is. 5 years ago, his life changed drastically.
Maybe he was sexually assaulted.
It's time for Josh to face the truth about. Let's see the reviews. There's no way to review this book without spoilers. Read at your own risk, folks. Okay, let's see the spoilers. Josh was sexually abused by his history teacher, Evelyn Sherman, when he was 12 for months. It's 5 years later, and he's still haunted by what happened, even though the teacher went to jail. He gets straight A's, does well playing basketball, but his personal life is non-existent. The only friend he trusts is his best friend Zeke, because Zeke never asked what happened. So yeah, this was so hard to read. The reader goes through Josh's past step by step. There was interactions with Evelyn Sherman, so we feel what Josh felt and can understand his confusion too painfully. The way this was written made me feel complicit in Neve's crimes, just as Josh does. So yeah, it's a book about that.
What's the point of having that for middle schoolers or whatever?
Not middle school, high school.
It's weird that a book about
A teacher
Sexual
abusing,
teacher
what's
abusing
the
would be
point of
in
that?
in a school.
What's the
No, well,
point
it's
of
just in the
reading?
library. It's just in the library. It wasn't on a reading list that they had.
And
to
also,
read.
there are shows like the show
A
Teacher
Teacher.
was a show on Hulu that people
It's not-
watched.
but it's not through school.
But
It's a difference.
No, but Dad,
Yeah, in
it's
a
just
public
in the
school,
library.
fine.
Different.
that.
No, it's different, Bryce.
There were books in our library about people being sexually assaulted. Maybe not by their teacher, but I mean,
But
sexually-
maybe this is like, maybe that's educating kids.
Correct.
Saying, look how, like, because the book clearly painted in a bad way, says this was a horrible thing for him. If the book was like glorifying teacher-child relationships, different story.
There
But
were-
it seems like it's saying this is bad. These are the signs of it. That could
there
be
were books
beneficial
in high
to
school we learned about that had rape in them. They had all these things, but it's not to glorify them.
Yeah.
But I mean,
It's interesting.
just the way he went about it
Guy's
is
savage.
Yeah, that was great.
so
And
funny.
the matching beanie to sweater.
Yeah,
Savage.
so funny.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Hey, cowards! You fat, ugly women.
Okay, this is a long one from Lauren. Hey, John and Bron, been a long-time listener since episode 1. I even sent you guys an invitation to my wedding. And even though Bronson never got back to me, I've still stayed faithful
What?
to the show. Remember?
Wow, Bronson, you
Why
didn't
don't we
get back
go?
there?
She reached out to us on like TikTok, and we talked
No.
to her on like TikTok Live
Why
once
don't we
about it.
go?
I don't know.
Why would it win?
I never got the actual invitation. I don't think. No,
I
you
would've
know what?
went.
It might have been a time that it couldn't work, honestly, because why wouldn't have...
I would have went. If you told me, I would have went.
And then she said, no hate, LOL, I love you guys. This may be more of a question for Nell and John, but I'd love to hear Bronson's thoughts because we are so close in age. Well, we got Bryce.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time consolidating all of my thoughts into a cohesive story, so bear with me. My husband and I, pictured below, there's no picture here. Maybe it just didn't get uploaded. My husband and I recently had our first baby. The whole time
Congratulations.
I was pregnant, I looked forward to quitting my job in childcare that I had been at for almost 3 years because it meant that I could stay home and watch my baby grow and not miss anything with her. We are 9 weeks into parenthood now, and I'm starting to think that being a stay-at-home mom is not for me. I'm in a unique situation because my husband is in the military and got 3 months of paid paternity leave and has been helping me with the baby. He's getting out of the military right after his paternity leave ends, and we're moving back to his hometown where I don't know anyone. He's also going into a job where he's working nights, so I'm not really going to get to spend much time with him. With that being said, I want to go back to work for a few reasons. 1, I want to be able to socialize with other people and get out of the house. 2, I want to be able to have my own money. We can barely get by with what he's going to be making, so having my income to contribute would take a lot of burden off him. 3, I would genuinely love working with and teaching kids. I would also be able to have my daughter in the same school that I would be working at, so I know she'll be taken care of and I will only be a few doors down. It would also give my daughter a chance to socialize with other kids, make friends, and learn social norms. My question is, do I give up missing those milestones in our first year to be able to go back to work? My husband said it's my decision and he doesn't care either way. I just feel like if I go back to work, then I'm being selfish and I could just wait a year and watch my daughter grow up in that year. But on the other hand, my mental state would be a lot better going to work and I would be able to contribute to my family financially instead of just sitting at home. Let me know your thoughts. I think she knows. She's kind of seemed to...
There wasn't even a question.
She kind of seemed to say
She's
the answer.
just-
She said,
she's
I
just
want to
asking
do
if she's
this.
being selfish.
She said, I want to do this.
But she's asking.
She wants a little confirmation.
Or she wants an opinion that maybe let her know that maybe what she's doing, what she wants, she needs to put on hold. I mean, she's asking her opinion.
Yeah, I mean, a year isn't the
year
word,
is not long.
But also, what are all these milestones in the first year that you need to be at home for?
No,
like,
but
aren't
there
those
is-
later
but-
on in a year?
But bonding with your child in the first year is very important.
But there are a lot of. Was mom home every day? What, my first year?
No.
Of being.
Yeah, she worked from home. Yes. Here's my thoughts. What's her first name again? Lauren?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Lauren, first of all, I'm sorry we missed your wedding. I would have gone. Number two.
Makes it my fault. Like, I bet I said.
I also
we
would
got
have gone,
invited.
Lauren.
Congratulations on the baby.
Thanks for not inviting me.
My
though.
thoughts are, if you can get by for a year, you never get that back. I would take the year off and then go back to work after a year.
Doesn't seem like she's in a good place mentally.
But if she
Being
can,
at home
but she
alone.
can change, but she can change her attitude. Remember, the baby's 2 months old.
She also could go out and socialize.
She
Yes.
also could get other hobbies, right? She might just be sitting at home just with her baby.
Right, you can
Or go
play
meet
groups.
people.
There's
Right.
play groups.
Yeah.
Get involved in your church, right? Where there has there's mommy and me classes. There's other things you can do with infants, and you can meet other mothers. Maybe try that. Look, you've already got 2 months out of the 12 months under your belt. Try to get more involved. Go out with your baby. I think it's a little young to have your baby in daycare at that early stage. Let your baby become a little more, meat and potato, so to speak. And what?
That's such a funny analogy.
No,
But it
but
makes sense.
It's true.
You know what
It
he's
does.
saying.
It does.
And then you can, we as parents make sacrifices our whole life. There's nothing wrong with being a little selfish too, but I think be selfish after a year. See how it works when you get out there and make friends and get these mother-baby support groups, and then do it that way. That's what I would recommend doing. That's
Yeah,
my
I think I
opinion.
agree. And the work will always be there. Like, it's not going
Can
away.
always go back.
Yeah, it's not going away.
Yeah, so please keep us posted. Send us a picture of the baby. We'd love to see the baby.
Even if there's something she's interested in, she has time, it seems like, to start some sort of business or whatever she likes. And that's also a way of making more money for her. And her
Yeah, here's
family.
another thing. Maybe you can do child daycare at home.
What do you mean? Like
Maybe, maybe she can get her license and she
Oh,
could
true.
do child daycare during the day at home.
To make more money.
No,
but I
because
think
she said she likes teaching kids.
But I think part of the main thing was about socializing, being out of the house, having a life
she,
outside of
she
the
can
home.
get out. She's not living in Nigeria.
Right, yeah.
She can get out and do other things.
In Nigeria, they get out.
they don't even have houses.
They're always out. I want to get back in. That's my advice.
Yeah, I agree with you.
All right, so Lauren, good
Easy.
luck. Keep us posted. Boys, I love you guys.
Love
Thank
you
you,
too.
everybody. Take care.
You're joking, right?
Well, I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to be optimistic about that.
Well, I guess you're too young to be a little pessimistic like me. The fucking things I see out there, people are stupid.